Greetings, fellow Shek. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, episode 43, Gutters. We have Recruitment and King, and they went eastbound to try to find some additional recruits. I think what I'm going to do is make a point of recruiting. This will be the last stream where I recruit people. The reason being, at this point, we're getting ready to start training and fighting, and anyone that gets recruited too late will be too far behind skill-wise. But Recruitment got out to the Great Library and bought some crucial blueprints and has some ancient science books from the Flats Lagoon that we bought as well, and I'm going to bring that home. So the first step is to bring Thor and Thorfinn home in Ven as well, Ayuvin, back to base, and their movement speed is pretty slow because they're new. Oren and Ruka have been making runs out to here, to the way station to try to do some trading. And Ruka is on her way home. In fact, I should queue her up to move. When you save and load, your movement is not, you'll just stand there. And then we have started to queue up the base here for manufacturing to make sure that we are making our own food and whatnot. And I want to make some changes to that as well. So that's going to be vitally important. We did fend off a ridiculous amount of raids at home last stream. It looks like we have a little bit of beat thing love out here. So we got to keep our heads on a swivel, make sure what happened to Trapper Keeper does not happen again. And that's the recap. I guess we lined our walls with mounted crossbows, the lowest tech tier of mounted crossbows, but it's something. It's some sort of protection. So let's get started. Right off the bat, I want Ruka to head home and Oron to sell those electrical components. I don't care to whom. And then Thorfinn and Thor are going to take Recruitment and King's shoes so they speed up a little bit, because they don't spawn with shoes. And then the slowest between the two is Thorfinn. So we're going to follow Thorfinn, and we are going to walk the western path. Would I consider a double gate setup? Probably not. I like to fight my own fights, not have the crossbows do it for me. So, scratching my head here, I think, except for Mongrel, we have pretty much recruited everybody that we can, for the most part. I'm trying to think of, there is, so not to spoil too much, but there are some additional Shek unique recruits, one of which I don't intend to ever get. But there is one Shek unique recruit, not that he's interesting, that I have yet to recruit, which is, I'll just say it, it's Horse. Horse can sometimes be found in Squin or sometimes a fishing village, and Horse is one that I'm going to want to recruit sooner than later. And then the last Shek unique is... I'm blanking on their name. I'll remember it. I'll look it up. Sinklide. Sinklide, we aren't going to recruit because he is a prisoner of a faction, and I don't foresee fighting to break him out. I could try to sneak him out, but he's always going to be wanted. I'm just going to leave it. I'm not really sure that there's an effective way to recruit him without pissing off the United Cities. So he's in Tengu's vault, as well as some other celebrities like Agnew. And the point of this series is not to fight the United Cities. Maybe we'll kill that nobleman that shot me, but everybody else in the United Cities, they're not our enemies. That was never really Shager's Conquest. And of course, we are on Shager's Conquest. So some other things, nice things to do would be to break out the cooking queues. so that I have multiple cooks. One of the things I wanted to do is to have one cook do the processing, like straw flour, and then the other cook do the finished goods. That way, some of the cooking cues aren't so weird. Sharp point. When you are done throwing intruders out, I want you to mount a crossbow. Some of the other things I want to add, I would like to add... Eventually, I would like to move the food storage and add somewhat of a dining table here, and then set it up so that idle people sit down. That their last priority of their list of priorities is to sit. And that way, I can know when they're idle and need to be given tasks. So here is a nomad caravan fighting some more beak things, and I'll be sure to loot the beak things once they're down. And I'm going to have Cowley grab... Whoa, Cowley, you have no room whatsoever, and that is my fault. Cowley obviously has been making medical supplies, and how. So we're going to have to put some of those away. But let's get rid of the corpse disposal from Cowley. Even though we're currently doing it. I'll probably drop that beak thing before we dispose of it. Alright, Oron wanted to sell some stuff. Oh, let's trade back here. And then I think what I'm going to do is try to recruit Horse and whatever other random recruits I can find. And then that will be it. That will be all that I will try to do. Alright, Oron. Get back to the base. Now, one of the things I'm going to have to remember to do is to ignore Sharp Point's combat. Why are you doing in my base? Oh, you're a nomad. Because obviously when you're mounting a crossbow, it's going to feign... it's going to feign that you're in combat, but obviously that is not the case. Alright. Cowley has made a whole bunch of standard first aid kits, which is going to be absolutely great when it comes to making sure that we can heal ourselves. And Emmy Hunter, thanks for all the bits, and Dead Squall for the resub. Sorry, I've just been trying to catch up. I promise I'm not ignoring you, chat. There's just a lot to manage. Such is Kenshi, I suppose. Alright. McNauer, I'd like you to loot the rest of that beak thing, and then whoever wins this fight, it looks like the beak things are winning this fight. Oh, there's yet another beak thing. Oh man, that caravan is so doomed. And I don't think I have a crossbow that overlooks it, so good luck to them. Glitch and Hunthor, thank you for the gifted sub and the bits, kicking off the hype train. Alright, my recruits are being targeted, but until that, until they actually confirm a target, until it's an actual real target, I'm not worried about it. It's not a big deal. Ruka, you're home? Yes, Ruka's home. Cogs, thanks for all the bits as well. Oren's heading back. I'll cheers for that. And let me unlock the Yoda cam too. Spicy Jazz for gifted sub. Alright, what is chasing us? Ooh, that is bright. Some bone dogs. No, that's not a bone dog. It's, Reavers. We're moving at... They're going to catch up to us, sort of. Oh boy, we're running into a pack of Reavers. Alright, I'm going to just watch this for a second as we blow past these guys. We are a bit northern Reaver country, so that doesn't surprise me. I'm just making sure they don't don't get any hits. Although those Reaver would get beat up pretty fast by Kang and Rockfin. It wouldn't be much of a fight. Alright, back over here. I don't know what hurt Ruka's leg. but I'll have to keep an eye on that. And McNauer, when you have no corpses to dispose of, I'd like you to hop on this mounted crossbow. And then, Sharppoint, I'm going to change the crossbow that you're mounted on. Basically, I want to guard my gate, have 2 gate guards. Oh, wow. These nomads. I probably should do something about this if I was like a good human. I'm spending some time contemplating it. Alright, Oron, get out here. Once Oron get... Oron's kind of far away. Rain? Yeah, let's have Rain do it. Turtonator, thanks for the bits. And Elon Lacrosse as well. What a way to kick off a December. Thank you, guys. So, other things to note. Cowley is still making some meds. At some point, I'm going to want to stop. I don't want, like, infinite meds, so I got to keep an eye on that. Glitch is working on his weaponsmithing. He's level 37. He can make Cat 2s. I'm going to keep him on the really, really crummy weaponsmith. The low-tier one that doesn't require fabrics. Until he gets to a point where he can make weapons comparable to the ones we're currently wielding. And then I'll upgrade it. I know that the new guys are going to need weapons, but they're going to have to do without for now. Turda is making armor plating. Chemo is making white plate jackets. And we have some spare. So I'm hoping to build up a supply of these white plate jackets, these specialist grade ones, so that we can outfit the newbies as well. Rain. Let's actually help these poor souls. Because, I don't know. Because this is our backyard, and we police it. I guess that's as good a reason as any. Trust in Ameko, thanks for the bits as well. Alright. Thor did get hit. That's a no-no. Rockvin, drop bag into your inventory. And then none of these guys... Oh, actually, Thorfinn has meds. So Thorfinn, heal Thor. And let's get this Reaver off of us. I don't really care about killing him. Just getting him his legs chopped off so he can't chase us. As you can see, it, as promised, was not much of a fight. He is getting the snot kicked out of him. Even by the new guy, Uguvin. Well, okay, no. Because that was just a big old mess. And... thank you for your meds. Everybody follows Thorfinn again. And Thorfinn, you keep running west. Done. Yep. Not a hit landed. Were you bleeding out? Oh, you're playing dead. Yeah, that's smart. Okay, looks to me like a whole lot of people got activated fighting these big things, which is fine. Again, it's my backyard. I want them out of my backyard. The caveat that, though, is making sure that our craftsmen don't take hits, because I don't want the craftsmen to be wounded and generating crummy gear or whatever. So everybody, go back to work. Rain will finish this off. Okay, that was prophetic. Just one dunk. God, I love it. All right. Put that away. You've been watching Trustin on YouTube? Yeah, I keep trying to hype his stuff. It's worth checking out. All right, Rain, you are going to be the one to clean up these. Here, clean yourself up. You don't have a med kit. Well, that is fixable. Clean yourself up. And then we'll fully loot those big things. And maybe actually render aid to... Let me render aid to the nomads. I will first aid as many as I can. Yeah, Callie, that's, you and I had that same thought. In fact, I'll send you, to go do it. Okay, that one's dead. 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 Most of them are dead. Oh, here's one that's not dead. So Rain's healing the Garu. I wonder if I'm going to be able to do it in time. Oron, you are finding corpses. So actually, instead of finding corpses, I want you forging animals. So I set her up with the, because she has a trader's backpack, I set her up with the automatic task of looting. And in order to do that, you just hold left shift and click on a body, and it will automatically loot animals. Now, I don't know how it treats dead allied animals. I hope it doesn't loot them. But as far as I could tell, actually, the animals from this okay, only the goat has been killed. Well, I am curious if she actually loots the goat or not. We'll see in a second. And then I think the rest of the nomads are recovering. They don't need my help. Okay, so she left the goat alone. That answers that. Cool. All right, how's the other group coming? They're coming. Alright, so Thorfinn, let's queue up with a western move up the road. Petrable, thank you for the bits. And Emmy for bits yet again. Don't worry about being late. And you hit the 5K badge. So, looking over at a... Nope, wrong screen. Looking over a roster here. We have two people that wanted to cook. Cowley and Fully. So, I'm going to start to get... Cowley to do that. I think I've had Cowley make enough meds. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say don't repeat Q. We're going to finish this last med kit. And then... oh, you know what? I need to get lights for you, don't I? And then I'll have Cowley start to do the grind, the wheat straw grind into straw flour. And do some of the hauling as well. This Garu has no idea how lucky it is. And then Oron, did you... Okay, you did not. I was worried about that. I was curious if Oron actually put... I don't think I have... no, actually, why didn't you put the raw meat away? That is your fault, not mine. But the leathers. I'm gonna need to tan some hides soon. I think the leather... The animal skins barrel... No, it actually has space. I take that back. Dennis Keith, thanks for all the gifted subs. We'll go over to the pink light. Whoa, that is doing some... Oh. Huh, one of my key lights are out. Huh. That's why it's bleeding to green. Okay, we'll avoid that color. Oh, God. That makes me look sickly, too. Oh, I've got jaundice. I'll have to take a look at why the key light is gone dark. Maybe I unplugged it or something stupid. Alright, Grisor, you don't have a job, do you now? Your job is going to be get fabrics. So let's do storage. Oh boy. Fabric chest. I don't like when they have their own, like, unique names, you know? And therefore they're really, really hard to find. Alright, so make those boxes, and then we'll have you fill them up. Hi, they wanted me to pet you. taking a look at Thorfinn and the crew. We're making good time. Yeah, we're making pretty good time. They're going to be a while. These guys have single-digit athletics, so it's understandable that they're going to take forever and a half. Alright, Greasor, the next question I have is, did you say that you wanted a specific job? No, you don't have a specific occupation. So, haul the fabric chests, haul to the looms, and then another thing that I'm going to need to do is give you a bigger bag so you can haul hemp around, which I currently don't have. I think Oron needs to give up hers. So she did. Might not be a terrible idea for me to buy some additional bags. Any update on Western Settlers? No, it's really been on the back burner because of ideology and its release. So, still on the back burner. Probably going to replace Wendigos when Wendigos is done. But it still has a lot of work left to do. Because of the 1.3 update and ideology, it kind of blew up a lot of the work that I've been doing on it. So we'll see. One of those, we'll see. All right, anyone that is currently hurt, I want resting. In case we, A, get into another fight, or B, I don't want to fail at whatever tasks we have queued up because of injuries. Alright, Cowley, you're probably done with your current task. Where are you? There you are. And the next step is to set you up as a cook. The problem is, I also need to give you a big bag. So, Fully, what are you? Yeah, you're going to take Fully's bag. And Fully is going to change his work entirely. So, Fully and Callie, let's rethink the cooking priority. You two are our chefs, and I need to make sure that you guys are working well together. So, Callie, you'll be the man running around. So what I want you to do is haul to wheat straw and then process the grain silo. That's it for now. I'm sure I'll add things later. So then if the wheat straws... Oh, and then haul to flour storage. So the priority of this would be... Grain silo is the most important, then hauling to flour storage, then hauling the wheat straw. And then Fully, you are going to cook and haul to the food store and haul or cook the bread as well. Oh, and then hold a bread basket. Okay. We'll see how that works. Ascendancy, thank you for the raid. Welcome. Oh. Some camera panning. Lovely. Is there a way for me to disable that? Yeah, whatever. Probably in controls. But yeah, welcome Raiders. And welcome. Thank you, Viking Pastry, for the resub. Alright, so we'll take a look. Callie is now grain siloing. That looks right. How was playing Dota 2 today, Ascendancy? Some good games, I hope? Interesting. McNauer is deciding not to do the corpse disposal. Oh, these dust bandits are just playing dead. Some puppy treats. For you. You. Alright, so Grisor. Is making fabrics. Yep, and it seems to be working. That's good. Fang is making electrical components. Glitch. Up to 39. Okay. And then Chemo with armor. We're now rolling out with... Ooh, look at that. Samurai helmets. As you can see, the samurai helmet makes it harder for you to hit, especially for crossbows. But it has a heck of a high resistance, making it very hard to get shots through it. The Shek, a fully armored and high-quality armor Shek, is about one of the toughest targets, humanoid targets in the game. They can absorb just a true ridiculous amount of punishment because they have high HP. They don't have any clothing penalties. Most of the other species actually can't wear certain stuff. Like Hivers can't wear boots, and robots can't wear helmets, and Hiver soldiers can't wear helmets, and that makes them particularly vulnerable when they take hits to that part of their body. And then you, of course, have the Shek, who are just stupidly high-level tanky. So, yeah. No. She's bugging me again. Alright, Ruka and Rain are still healing. My recruits are constantly being looked at, but not attacked. As you can see, they keep flashing. What's chasing them now? Oh, Thrall! Nice. Just keep running. Oh, Aguven has a leg scratch that's bleeding. Cheers, Fraggles. This series is very lightly modded, as you can see. Oh boy. Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Thrall are weird. Can you tell why they're weird? Yeah. They're not particularly strong individually, but as a horde, you don't want to piss them off. Like Robo-Zerglings or something. Okay, I'm hoping that lasers don't hit me in the limbs, slowing me down. Thor and Thorfinn, now is not the time to lag behind. Now, worst case scenario, King can pick them up and run a little faster. We're also low on food, so that is not great, but we're pretty close to home. Oh, is this more? Yeah, there's more thralls up ahead. Oh, ain't that lovely. Bait the horde into a laser. The lasers aren't predictable, though. I have no idea where and when they're gonna shoot. But as you can see, these thrall are ADHD ridden. They don't chase for very long, so I think we're fine. I do find it interesting that there's constantly fighting right outside my gate. It really never ends. It's as if I live in Bast. Where are the lasers coming from? They're coming from the Eye, which is a satellite that fires lasers. Solar powered, I think. Oh, there's a way station that I've never been to. So one of the weird things about Kenshi, or not weird, but it's post-apocalyptic. So it's the world of Kenshi has been through multiple apocalypses, and the glory days are many, many millennia prior. So this is the Kenshi in rough shape post multiple apocalypses, but Kenshi used to be happier than this. What the? Hey. Got intruders. Did you guys, like, not even shoot the... I mean, I guess I had my gate open, so it's partially my fault, but... Right, let's cast these, dust bandits out. And also, I see a lot of my guys have, things on them that they probably shouldn't. Like, what the heck are you doing, Oran? Why haven't you ditched this? The ditch items AI always has me scratching my head. I never quite understand the rhyme and reason as to when they choose to ditch things and when they don't. Kenshi 2 is actually not post-post. It's actually a prequel. It's about 1,000 years before this. So it's less post-apocalypse than Kenshi. The world of Kenshi, or at least my interpretation of it, this Kenshi, is that the world never really bounces back. That's sort of my theory. That we are, with how dry and desiccated and resourceless... Nope. New song. The world has become. I feel like this is the sort of the apocalypse. You know, that we're surviving, but we're not thriving, and thriving won't happen. It's we're just in a situation where the glory days are permanently over and we're past our prime. And that's sort of my interpretation of Kenshi 1. So I don't think you could really tell a story after this takes place, because it would just be more depressing, in my opinion. I mean, maybe that's a story to tell, but I'm really interested to see the Second Empire and, you know, what Kenshi looked like in its technological heyday, or the apocalypse that ensued right after the technological heyday. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, but this very much is like a dying world that just isn't primed to bounce back. Headshot, what are you doing? Oh, these... Yeah, okay. Alright. Look at their legs. Jesus. Alright, Thorfinn's actually under attack. The reason is we... Oh, this is not a way station. Keep moving, there's lasers! Ah! Don't stop. No, stop fighting. Okay, everybody here needs to... I'm just not telling them to follow anyone anymore, because their follow commands got all weird. There we go. Way station ruins. Yep. Alright, much better. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. A way station doesn't survive very long when there's lasers from the sky. Theodore and Monolo, thank you for the resubs, by the way. Just micromanaging our recovery so that the quality of our crafts aren't terrible. Good enough. Do lasers damage buildings? No, they don't literally damage buildings, but I think the theory is it sure does look like they should. Hey, Griezor. I have a question for you. You are set to engineer as a second-tier priority job. Yet, this out here hasn't been built. So, why? Oh, McNauer's under attack. Is it? Yeah, it's a dust bandit that got back up. And he's down. And then this one's talking a big game. But we all know how that's going to turn out. Orange Gas, thanks for gifting out a sub. Alright, this is... What's going on with this thing? Alright, you know what? Bye-bye. It just wasn't letting me build it. I'll try to build it again now. The purpose of these little shacks were to extend my my city radius walls. I don't need to really store anything, but I don't know why they weren't building it. There we go. Now it's getting built. Okay, so we have some bread spare. And cactus spare, so we should be cooking. Alright, I don't know what Headshot's doing, but I'm gonna call her back. Is there a spot without laser to build a city? In Venge? No. The whole region has lasers. Another big thing went down. Orin coming out to automatically loot it, which incidentally finishes it off, which is wonderful. Some other armor that we need to make is the leather turtlenecks. So I'm gonna have Chemo finish this white plate jacket, and then we'll start to turtleneck things. But we now have specialist grade samurai helmets, so one shy of max, which is great. Okay, these guys are getting quite hungry, but they're also pretty close to home. I'm just gonna run the bird's eye, or rather as the crow flies, back. So Callie is grinding up the wheat straw into straw flour, and then Fuli is turning it into from straw flour into bread, and then bread into dust witches. And that seems to be working just fine. I may want to, at some point, invest in even more flower fields. That could help to keep us fed. But another thing that we could do is we could rely on... I could set up another kitchen, another one of these cooking stoves, and set up a queue of just dried meat. So we could do a large batch of dried meat. How about I do that now? We could do a large batch of dried meat. So when we go killing swamp turtles, we can just mass cook swamp turtles for food. That will help to supplement for sure. So I'll get that built. And that way, once the recruits get home, I can send a contingency out to Mongrel. Probably just Kang, because he's really fast and can outrun the things that want to eat me at Mongrel. And then send a little bit of a war party out to get some hunting done. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Aguvin is dying. Rockfin has critical leg. King, where are... Oh, King is 1v1. How close are we? We're just outside of the smuggler bar. Thorfinn just kept running. So that's what happened is, here, Thor. Ow. I want to split these enemies up because they're easier to kill one-on-one. It's when they're grouped up and they splash that becomes a problem. So here's what I'm going to do. Hello, beakies. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Oh, who's chasing? Oh, perfect. So I have a bunch of dust bandits chasing Thorfinn. This actually works to my advantage. Let's have the dust bandits eat beak thing. And Rockfin is getting himself back up, and then he'll get him Thor back up. Aguvin is being carried by Kang so that he can't take any further damage. And there we go. Now the dust bandits are fighting the beak thing. And I can tend to everybody else. So Thorfinn, come over here. Thor, stop. Passive hold. King put Aguvin down. Stem the bleeding. And Thorfinn, yeah, you keep them off of Kang. Even though your combat stats are dismal and it's hard to watch. Okay. Alright, I'm coming. I don't need yet another victim. No, Thorfinn, you are obviously trash at this. Just back up. Here, you have a little bit of meds, so first aid Aguvin. Aguvin's no longer bleeding to death. He's not in great condition, but he's stabilized for now. And the... Okay, King, you don't have a splint kit either. Yeah, not having a splint kit's going to be a little annoying. Thorfinn, grab his meds. Oh, he doesn't have any. Well, no gun, or no weapon for you. Are the beaks feasting? No, they're not. Okay, we're pretty close to home, but outside of definitive care is how I would put it. Yoink. My helmet now. Oh, and my heart protector as well. We'll give this to Thor. Not that it would have made much of a difference. So, Rockfin, you... I thought someone here had sleeping bags. I am mistaken. Alright, that's going to be a little rough. You ran out of meds? Yes. So Rockfin ran clean out of meds. So no more patching on Aguvin. Thor is just about out as well. So we're going to have to ration care, I think. I do want to get out of here before those things wake up. Another thing that I could do is to try to head to the settled nomads. Not that they have... They don't have meds, though. So 2 miles an hour for Rockfin, and 2 miles an hour for Thor. That's not great. Thorfinn can pick up Thor. King can pick up Rockfin, but no one can pick up Aguvin. Fortunately, Aguvin doesn't have leg injuries, but is like very, very unconscious at the moment. So that is a separate issue. For these other beak things, they're up. Okay, that one's down. The other thing I could do is I could grab the beak thing meat, and that will keep us fed. So let me go ahead and do that. I'll do a campfire. Made from nothing. I love it. And, I know that these are dust bandits, but they definitely have their hands full at the moment. Alright, so no one can hit Arguven anymore because he's up. And what I could do is I could have Kang, once I get Kang a little bit of food, I can have Kang shuttle people home, like some sort of ambulance driver, but weird. Considerably weirder than an ambulance driver. Alright, man, he just burned through his last med kit. So we're out of meds. So Kang, I want to get Kang no longer malnourished. And Kang, you are going to run home while Rockfin and Thor sort of just hold down the fort. So he's moving at 30 miles an hour. And in fact, I give your shoes to Kang because you're certainly not using it while being carried. So now Kang's moving 33 miles an hour coming home. And I'll just keep an eye out here to make sure that more aren't coming. Do dust bandits carry meds? No. No, these dust bandits are bingo meds. Okay. Let's check back home. Tora and Chemo. Alright, Chemo's currently working on that last white plate jacket. And then I'm going to cancel all these samurai helmets so we don't even do that. We're going to move over to the turtlenecks. Turtle's going to build up a supply of armor plating. Grisor is making sure we have fabrics, and we have 28 so far. Fang is filling up the electrical components. And the food bin has food in it, so that's good. I mean, certainly not a lot of food, but it's not zero, so someone can eat. Here, we are going to do a dried meat queue, and Fully is going to go make bulk dried meat. Run to the smug bar? I don't need to run to the smug bar, I could just run home. Home is close enough for Kang. Well, yeah, I'll just toss him in the smug bar for now. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. Although I don't feel particularly endangered at the moment. We are in Beak Thing territory, though, so this will help us heal. All the way in. If you're curious about the mods, just type !mods. And you'll see the full list. Alright, that's one. Resting awkwardly? Why did you put her like that? Well, whatever, if she's comfortable. I can't imagine having, like, elbow spikes like the Shek do. I would be perpetually uncomfortable. Okay, Rockfin's nearly done cooking all... Yep, all the meat is done. And... Rockfin's not used to being carried like this. Whatever happened to the other beak thing? Oh, it's eating the dusters. Fine by me. Better them than me. Alright, where is Chemo? Here you are. Okay, Chemo, you're no longer the loomer. So, stop. All that beautiful gear. So, Chemo, what you're going to do is finish those samurai cloth pants. And then I'll start making the turtlenecks. Gizo. Don't worry about removing intruders. Okay, Rockfin's resting. Thor and Thorfinn will be here soon. King, let's go buy some meds for Thorfinn. Did you get yourself stuck? Come on now. Work with me, baby. Work with me. Okay, they have no meds here. Okay. And then yeah, I'll probably just run Thorfinn home, and then these guys will heal up. Glitch can't make anything of quality yet, no. It will probably be the entire rest of the stream before that changes. It takes a while. Alright, Thor, you stay there. Thorfinn. Get ready for the King Express. The King of Mingus Highway. Alright. These guys are in not any, there's no trouble anymore. They're safe. And King is bringing them home. Dust Bandit camps, huh? Yep. Yeah, if not part of the a good part of the next stream as well. Yeah, it takes a while. Mike, thank you for the resub. Just imagine all the time that Turdinator was, or Trapper Keeper rather, was spending honing his skills. So Glitch right now. So the blades we have are Cat 3. No, actually, I take this back. So Glitch is almost able to do Cat 3. Yeah, his current weapon quality is Cat 3. So as soon as it's Edge 1, I guess I could upgrade the weapon smith. But that's not great quality. It's just sufficient. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, Fully, you're supposed to be cooking... What is your deal, dude? I really don't know. Oh, I didn't repeat Q. Okay, that's my fault. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to have a lot of dried meat. The reason why I'm not making it into the sandwiches is because I don't have a lot of bread. So I could do meat wraps if I had a lot of bread, but I just don't have the bread for it. As you can see, my bread basket's only 4. So the bread that goes in the bread basket is going to make dustwiches instead. My day is going pretty well, Orange. How about yours? I got no complaints. Happy, healthy, and I managed to not get anyone killed. That is what we call a good day in Kenshi. Zoom, zoom. Thank you for tuning in to Kenshi Shek's Conquest, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 2nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com also has the link to that as well. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you for supporting the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell,